Good morning, students. Again, welcome to the machine designing subject, and we have studied about the thermit welding. That thermit welding is a mixture of iron oxide and aluminium called that thermit, and it is called the molten metal. And the major advantages of the thermit welding that we have studied is that all parts of weld section are molten at the same time, and the weld cools almost uniformly. This results in a minimum problem with residual stresses. And in this thermit welding, where it is fundamentally a melting and casting processes, and the thermit welding is often used in joining iron and steel parts that are too large to be manufactured in one piece, such as your rail tracks or your truck frames, locomotive frames, other large sections used on steam and railroads for stern frames, rudder frames, etc. In steel mills, thermit electric welding is employed to replace broken gear teeth, to weld new necks on rolls and pinions, and to repair broken shears. And usually this thermit welding we have used in our railway tracks. Here the next slide shows us, see, this is the thermit welding. Here, to join two railway tracks, we have to weld this track and this track also. So here we can use the thermit welding processes. And this thermit welding is extensively used in railway tracks or your truck frames or big industrial industries or thermal industries. Those are, see, and this photo is the thermit welding processes photos. This is basically kind of a casting process. This is the thermit welding machine. This is a thermit welding machine. So according to our design, according to our concept, we can weld by this thermit welding also in our railway tracks or truck frames or big industries, etc. So next is our gas welding. So what is gas welding? The gas welding look like this. A gas welding is made by applying the flame of an oxyacetylene or hydrogen gas from a welding torch, this is the welding torch, upon the surfaces of the prepared joint. In our gas welding, the most important factor gas is, first is oxygen and another is our acetylene. The acetylene is the fuel gas. We can say here in our gas welding processes, the acetylene is our fuel gas or oxygen gas is helping that gas to be welded. And the next point is the intense heat at the white cone of the flame hits off the local surfaces to fusion point, while the operator manipulates a welding rod to supply the metal for the weld. A flux is being used to remove the slack, since the heating rate in gas welding is slow. Therefore, it can be used on thinner material. So basically gas welding used for a thinner material to be joined by the welding process. So here it looks like the gas welding look like this. These are the two types of gas cylinders, one for the oxygen and another for the acetylene, and those are the pressure gauges, and this is the torch. By this the arc of the gas is pressured by this. See how the gas welding process is occurred. This is the torch. We can say it is the torch, and this is the gas welding. We have to join this and this together, so we can use here the gas welding processes also. So this is all about our gas welding processes. The next is our electric arc welding. So what is electric arc welding? In electric arc welding, the work is prepared in the same manner as for gas welding. In this case, the filler material, or we can say the molten metal, is supplied by metal welding electrode. The operator, with his eyes and face protected, strikes an arc by touching the work of base metal with the electrode. The base metal in the path of arc stream is melted, forming a pool of molten metal which seems to be forced out of the pool by the blast from the arc. A small depression is formed in the base metal and the molten metal is deposited around the edge of this depression, which is called the arc crater. The slag is brushed off after the joint has cooled. The arc welding does not require the metal to be preheated, and since the temperature of the arc is quite high, therefore the fusion of the metal is almost instantaneous. So this is all about the process of electric arc welding only. So here we can see how the electric arc welding is occurred. Here this is the arc. This is not the gas, or this is not a thermit molten metal. This is of our arc, which is welded two metals to be joined together. And nowadays the electric arc welding, we can extensively use only this welding, because in this welding there is no molten metal is required, there is no acetylene gas is required, there is no oxygen gas will be required, only the power source or our electric, then a welding box, and from that welding box we can get our electric arc. So next is our forge welding. So our thermit welding, our electric arc welding, or our gas welding, those are the categorization of the fusion welding, those were. But forge welding is what? In forge welding, the parts to be jointed are first heated to a proper temperature in a furnace or shielded. Electric arc welding, electrode extruded coating, gaseous sealed arc stream, base metal, molten pool, slag deposited metal, forged and then hammered. Here in forge welding, not only the temperature is required, but also a pressure is also required in this welding. This method of welding is rarely used nowadays. An electric resistance welding is an example of forge welding. In this case, the parts to be joined are pressed together and an electric current is passed from one part to the other until the metal is heated to the fusion temperature of the joint. The principle of applying heat and pressure either sequentially or simultaneously is widely used in the process known as spot, seam, projection, offset and flash welding. Though this is all about our forge welding. So forge welding, we can say nowadays it is rarely used, but we have already seen that in Rajasthan areas, the bangles, the producing of bangles, this forge welding is occurred. This forge welding, by this forge welding we can produce that. Here, see, here the temperature is needed, then the pressure is needed. See, the pressure is applied in this metal to be shaped according to our shape or according to our project shape, how we require the what we require for that shape or for that material. In the next video is also a forge welding process. So next is our Advantages and disadvantages of welded joints over riveted joints. We know that both are the permanent fastening element, the welded joints also as well as the riveted joints also. But such joints have advantages or disadvantages also. So here